Hey guys, it might be a little noisy out here, but it's just such a nice day and I want to be outside. I'm going to do a newbie review of this backpack that I'm using. So the backpack that I chose for my first backpack, I went to REI and I got fitted. So it's important to go somewhere where they can fit you properly for your pack, because you have to go by like your torso size, and then they'll throw weight in it and they'll adjust all the straps and everything and get it to where it needs to be for you. And then you basically walk around the store for a half an hour with like 30 pounds of weight in your back to see if these backpacks fit you okay. And I tried, there was a different kind of pack. I don't remember the name of it, but then I also tried a Gregory pack, and I really loved the Gregory, but as soon as they put weight in it, it was a heck no for me. So what I ended up getting was the Osprey Aura AG 50, and this color. So what I really like about this backpack, it is super comfortable. If I could dial in my gear, I would use this all the time. So it is a 4-point-something ounce backpack. It's just 4 pounds, okay? And that's a lot of weight. But if, like I said, if you can dial in your gear, it is the most comfortable backpack ever. I hike hot, so I'm always in shorts. I never have anything like this on. I'm always in tank tops. And what I like about this is this has an anti-gravity back on it. So up and through here does get pretty sweaty on me, and that's right like at the bottom of my neck. And then the shoulder straps also end up getting sweaty because it's sitting like right here. But this whole back here is just mesh opening, and it doesn't matter how much you have shoved into this pack, it always leaves my back nice and airy, and if there's a slight breeze, it just whips right through the back and it cools me off so much, and I just love it. It also sits really well on my hips. I have pretty wide hips. I have those childbearing hips, and this just hugs around my hips. I do have a little bit of an issue with, I guess, right in through here where this piece comes out, because this is adjustable in and out, and this has been adjusted to me because I'm not the smallest person in the world. And right in through here at this little, like, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a lip here, and sometimes that pushes, but what I always found was when I hike, I use yoga pants that have the big, thick, wide waistband, and then I don't have any issues because the extra seams of my pants usually rub there. So this just hugs around you. It has pockets in the front. This is big enough. If you don't put anything else in this pocket, you could probably slip a pretty large Android phone in there. Mine fits in there, and mine's the 9S Plus. The bigger, of course, you know, the worse it's gonna be, but usually I keep like my bear cord, I keep mace in here, hand sanitizer, and then on this side, on this pack, the other side also has a pocket, and I'll keep my my pocket knife, sunscreen, chapstick, like these off wipes or something like that. Those are, I don't really use those. Those are just kind of like, hey, we're on the trail and oh my gosh, the mosquitoes are crazy and I can't find the spray. Then I'll just kind of wipe down my legs and keep going. Like I said, I'm like hiking in summer wear even when it's not. This has spots for trekking poles. It also has these little, the bottom ones are not stretchy, but the top ones are stretchy, where you can hook your water bladder through, and there's a hole through here. A 3-liter water bladder from even Walmart fits in here just fine. And then it has like the load lifters. Mine are constantly always as tight as they'll go. And then it has 2 huge pockets on the side that you can reach in from here or here. I kind of like that, but sometimes I don't, because if I want to put like my phone or my keys in here, I have to make sure that it doesn't fall out, so I have to kind of like stop it up with something. But for water bottles, it works really well because you can just reach behind you and just like whip out a water bottle. The front also has a front little pouch. So what I found is I never use this pouch. there is a liner. Let me see if I can open this up for you. There's a liner on the inside, right, let's see, I'm trying to see what you can see, right here, that attaches, and it kind of divides the two places. I have tried so hard to shove my sleeping bag into this area here, and it's round. Even though it's in a compression sack, it doesn't fit well. So I've already ordered an Osprey dry sack, and I'm hoping that I should get it Friday. I'm hoping my sleeping bag fits in that, which is a little more square, and then I shouldn't have any issue putting it in here. So what usually happens is I take out this piece right here and I don't use it. So this is constantly, I keep it closed. Sometimes I'll put my sleeping pad in here so I can grab that out first and put that in the tent and sit down and like unload my pack on something. But other than that, it also has a clip here down at the bottom if you want to put like a sit pad or something like that, and that will buckle onto here. It has a huge mesh pocket in the front. This middle section right here is not mesh, but the sides are, and we usually keep our poncho rain gear in there. Used to be baby wipes, now I use my Cooler Cloth, so I don't have to worry about that. See my kitty? Her name's Chloe. And usually, I don't know, it just depends on what I'm carrying that day, what I keep in there. There's also extra pieces that you can just hook anything to here and here. Just extra everything. This pack has just everything except for pockets. I wish it had the pockets like the 65 where it would have pockets right in through here, but it doesn't. But that's okay because I learned to live with it. And then it has a strap in here to kind of compress everything that's inside. It has your water pouch. I'm just making sure that you can see through the camera. It has a water pouch, and it's pretty huge inside. You probably can't even see in there. I really do like this pack. The problem with this pack is it's a little heavy for me, only probably because I don't have the strength that I should have. It has a closable lid, and it also comes with a brain. And then the brain, oh, I'm sorry, I have another pack. I'm going to show you in a second. This one right here has a pocket, has two pockets. This zip right here on the top, and this is where I usually keep snacks. And then it has a bigger zipper in through here. This is where I keep like all my first aid kit. I'm on a ton of supplements and all that stuff. It all goes in there, so I don't lose it. And then if I need to go somewhere, I know that everything is in here, and I can just slip this into a day pack and go hiking. So that is the Osprey Aura AG 50. The cons on this backpack is, like I said, it doesn't hold my stuff very well. So the sleeping bag that I have is the Nemo Disco 15, and it compresses down. It's a down sleeping bag. It compresses really good. It's just, I think the bag isn't quite, I mean, it'll fit, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't fit well. So yeah, the 50 is not actually a 50 for me. If you order a medium pack, it's a 50. I have to have a small, on this pack, I'm in the middle of an extra small and a small. So I've chosen to use the small, and it's actually like 47 liters or something like that. So although it's great, and I really do love this pack, like if I'm gonna go long haul and I want a comfortable pack because, you know, I'm gonna be going for more of a luxury hike, camping like over the weekend and not very many miles, that's what I'm gonna use. And so that brings me to this other pack. And this is also an Osprey pack. The reason why I got this pack in particular was because it was from Osprey, and all of their packs should technically fit the same. And so this was like super reduced because the color was like not anymore. So I got like, this pack was like $100 off. And so I'm like, sweet, I'm gonna pick this up. It's only a 2-pound pack. So already I've lightened my load by 2 pounds, and thank the Lord. But again, it doesn't have the bells and whistles as this other pack, because this other pack is made to be comfortable. This pack is made for more of your lightweight backpacking. This is regular, this Osprey Aura is for regular backpacking. Like, you're new, you know, you have some gear, you're just gonna go out there, maybe a hobby-ish thing. And we weren't sure how far we wanted to get into this anyway. It is a very comfortable pack. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep it and use it. But we are dialing in our gear. We are trying to get lighter and be able to do more miles with our fat selves. I hate to say it, but yeah, our fat selves. And I needed something slightly bigger to fit this stinking sleeping bag, because this Aura fit everything until I got my sleeping bag. And then when I got that, it was just like, how do I pack this thing? And the way that I have to have all of my weight, I have to have that sleeping bag either way down at the bottom, or it has to go like at the very top of my pack, because I have to have the food right at the small of my back, because that's the most weight. So I decided to go online, start looking for other backpacks. I found this one $100 off. It is a bigger pack and it weighs less. It is made out of different material. So this is the Eja, E-J-A, I think it's Asia. The Asia 58. So again, this is not a 58 because it's not a medium. This actually is a small. It is not adjustable. It seems to fit me okay, so I'm not gonna complain too much of it. I mean, like I said, I'm in the middle of an extra small and a small, and it's just the weirdest thing. But anyway, I got the small and it works really great. It, for some odd reason, is the same size, or seems to be the same size as this other pack. And I know that seems weird, but like if you're looking at the differences between these two packs, you're not gonna notice a ton of room. So this is, I think it's a 56 versus a 47. So what it is it's wider like this way. So it's not any taller, it's just wider. So this is the pack that I got. This was the color that was discontinued. And what I have found is the material is much lighter. This other Aura pack is a lot more durable, so like you're not gonna rip a hole in it easy, like if you're just tromping through the woods or whatever. I have fallen a few times with this pack and it has done nothing but hold up. This pack has not been used yet. In fact, the brain still has the tags on it because I'm going to use it this weekend. We are backpacking in, it's only a mile, but I'm going to kind of try it out. The biggest difference between this Aura pack and this Asia pack is kind of the suspension system on it. So it has padding here, it's not quite as thick. It basically has no padding here, which the other one does. This system right here tends to stick out farther, I guess, from the pack itself than it seems to, at least on me, with the Aura. This is not an anti-gravity, but it still has this space back here for airflow, which is definitely what I need. It has a place that you can hang trekking poles. It basically has the same features, it's just a bunch lighter. So it also has, you know, the handles, it has the load lifters, it has a couple places here on each strap where you can either put your bladder through or whatever. It still holds, you know, the same bladder. It does not have hardly any padding here, and it doesn't have any pockets here. So for me, because I'm dialing down my gear, I've decided to basically use the brain and just keep everything in the brain, and not whatever was in my side pockets, I just put in a little ditty bag. And so it has these straps that go across. And at first I'm like, okay, on the Aura it does too, and they're thicker and they're wider, and it just kind of cinches down your pack. so that you can, I guess, have everything really close to you. And these are great, but you want to put them on the inside. I'm just telling you now. There are little hooks on the inside, and when I got this, one was threaded outside and one was threaded inside so that I could see where to thread it in and how to do it. I threaded one on the outside, the other one on the outside, cinched everything down, and when you do that, this pocket cinches in, which is not good if you're trying to use a water bottle. So I have to rethread this bottom piece. There's little hooks here, and then it's threaded like here, and it goes around, and then it hooks again over here at the front. So I just need to unthread down here, thread it through the loop at the bottom, and that way I can have my big pockets, because I load up my pockets. I just am a pocket person. I like everything on the outside where I can just grab it easily. And then the inside, again, they don't have the bottom piece, which it didn't matter to me because I'm not using it anymore. And then it still has the big pocket. This is a more like thin nylon, almost like the nylon tent material. And this other stuff is like heavier duty. So this is more like a tent feel. And then these obviously are mesh on both sides. It also has clips for either the top hood, or you can put the brain on. On the inside, it has, again, this compression strap. It's not quite as thick as the other one. It still has your water bladder area. And then, like I said, this bag is bigger. So here's the bag. It's bigger this way. So you're gonna have more room. Like my sleeping bag fits better in here than it does in the other one. But I'm still getting the dry sack because round doesn't work in a not round backpack. It just doesn't. But this holds everything easily and has a lot more space up at the top for me, where I can actually, we have a small little sit pad from, that definitely needs to be changed out, but we got it from Dick's Sporting Goods. It's just one from the hand, like with a little handle, and it like supposed to be for like sitting on bleachers. So that will actually roll up and actually fit in here better than this other pack. The only difference that I have found that I don't like is on, let me grab this other pack. On the Aura, I really love this pack. I do. I swear I do. On the Aura, when you cinch the top, it has this little buckle right here. So this will snap in, your little pocket snaps in up here, and this little loop is here. I use this loop for everything, and it's not on the other pack. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I use that for, I grab a carabiner, my hat hangs on that, my tinkle bell hangs on that, my Kula cloth hangs on that, my camp shoes hang on that. Everything's on that little tiny buckle, and this has nothing. So if they would just put a little loop right here, it would just be the perfect backpack. But I guess I'll just learn to live with it for now. What I've done is, after I clip this here, I've just been hanging stuff on this. As long as the clip doesn't give out, I guess I'm okay. This Eja pack also comes with a brain. It seems to be almost the same size, maybe a little smaller. But this brain is a little different in that it has a small pocket up on the very top right here, so that you can still put your snacks or whatever. But the other pocket isn't like here. It's actually under in zipper format, and it is mesh. So I kind of like that because, like I said, I usually keep like my first aid kits and everything, so that it's really easy to access if I want to take this on a day camp or a day hike. I can just put this whole thing inside the backpack and go. What's nice about this mesh pocket is I can see what bag I'm trying to grab into, because a lot of stuff goes in here, and I don't want to be kind of like doing this and where's the thing that I need, and I can just look and go, oh, there it is, because everything's in plastic bags for me. So that's really nice. I really like that it's there. Plus On the other brain, it doesn't have these, but this one it does. It has little clips across through here. So I guess I could hang my stuff off to the side, but I like everything weighted in the middle, and that's the way it is. So those are the 2 packs that I have ended up with. The first one I bought was the Aura 50. Honestly, I would probably suggest a 65 or a 60. Yeah, probably 65. If you're just starting out and you can't afford the best gear, because it's going to take up a little more space, and it's really, if depending on the size, it's really not a 65 if you have to use an extra small or a small, which seems like most women do. But that's the other one I was looking at, was this Aura but in a 65. And then I saw this Asia and was like, hey, 2 pounds lighter. And we've been dialing in our gear a whole lot this year versus last year. So we're going to keep the same sleeping bag, because I just feel like it's really, I just love my sleeping bag. Like, it just, I'll have to do a whole review on this sleeping bag. I love it to death. It's 15 degrees comfort rating, and I'm a really, really cold sleeper, and so I'm not changing that out at all. But I am dialing in my clothes a little more, and we are buying more expensive, thinner, like a better quality material. Excuse me. But like when I first bought this pack, we were just using like Walmart stuff. It worked. But now that we're dialing in our gear, I think that this is going to be a whole lot better. But that's kind of my newbie take on these 2 packs. And I hope it was helpful for you. I know that when you're just starting out, it just seems super overwhelming. Just everything is super overwhelming. So I'm going to do more videos on the gear that I've been using, and if we've swapped it out, I'm going to tell you what we're swapping it out as. My husband and I hike together, so I don't carry the tent. He does, but I carry the cook set. So at one point that was almost the same weight, but it's not anymore. So yeah, we try to split our gear a little bit, but I always carry the first aid kit because I'm a mom. A guy will be like, yeah, I just need duct tape and some glue. And I'm like, no. So I have the first aid kit, and we both carry each other, like we each carry separate food, only because we didn't buy a bag big enough to carry. And he has a 65, which carries more, so he can fit more. And he's a guy, so he's like, you know, more robust, and he's my pack mule. But it's super crazy when you're first starting out. So okay, so I'm breaking in here to let you know that there's an update on this Asia pack. So we went hiking, and what was a mile in wasn't a mile in, but ended up being like more like 2 miles in. It was just a very weird thing. But I went hiking with this Asia pack. I got my dry sack. It fits really well with my sleeping bag at the bottom, and then I can pack my food in. I packed, we had to pack all of our water. There wasn't any water source. I've used it, I've hiked in it. I need to dial in my gear. It is not made for a 19-pound base weight and then food and water, for me at least. I'm going to be paring things down, but I just wanted to let you know that I did hike in it. I am still gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep dialing in my gear, getting rid of the things that I don't really need. Like, honestly, I know I mentioned the first aid kit, but really just some duct tape and some glue, I think will work fine. We finally got a Garmin InReach, so like seriously, if there's anything that we need, we can just InReach somebody. But yeah, it wasn't the most comfortable pack, but I also had, again, like 34 pounds total with the pack and everything. So I think that if I could get it down to 25-ish pounds, I know that seems like crazy daunting. I think it will be an excellent pack. It still is, the hips bothered me right as I guess you curve around towards the back, like the back of my hip on my right side. That was the one side, maybe I packed my pack a little wrong, or something was just off weight-wise from one side to the other, but it just wasn't the most comfortable. And I really like the pack. I just need to tweak some stuff. So I think that if you're like trying to decide if you should get this pack or not, I would really look at the weight of your gear. And are you going to hike a lot of miles and then maybe camp once and then hike a bunch out where you might not need, you know, a bunch of food? Because I was still packing like 5 days worth of food. Well, actually, I don't think I packed 5 at that time. I think I packed 3, but I still had to carry like a whole gallon of water. So I think that if you were doing more hiking than camping, then it is a great pack. If you are doing more camping than hiking, then you want to take the Aura, because it's going to be a lot more comfortable for the little bit that you do and the more food and heaviness of your pack. So that was kind of my update, and I hope that was helpful. If this was helpful at all for you as a newbie, please give it a thumbs up. If you're an avid hiker and you just stumbled upon this video and you think I'm just a crock of whatever, then don't give me a thumbs down. Just move on. Move on to like Darwin, okay? Because we all know that like he's the man. But thank you so much for watching my little pack review of the Aura and the Eja pack. I hope it was helpful, and happy trails and blessings.